Y'all see me shaking my head, right? Because I'm hearing a dog's bark. And as I was putting this title together for this live, I pulled some cards because this has been, the energy has been surrounding me where I was asking Lord Shiva, if you want me to relay a message, if you have a channeled message, let me know. Lo and behold, a few cards come out and Lord Shiva appears. So let's work then. So it was around 125 that I was putting this title together. Those same dogs started barking. And I wanted to go live so y'all can hear it, so you can see the type of energy we in. But I didn't even, start the live at that time. And now look, as soon as I hit the live button, they come around again. So I already know what time it is. Anubis is also in the building. All right. So don't forget to like the video upon entering. Okay. And what even gave me a further go ahead was the fact that Apprentice came out in reverse. It's like you've been ready to relay this message, because the card for Shiva has been coming out in different decks that I have them in there, have the goddess in there, because this card depicts it as a masculine energy. It's an energy of a divine masculine and a divine feminine. Just put it that way. Can't even put whether if it's a masculine or feminine also, because it's such a powerful deity. God, goddess, it's a powerful God, period. 133 on the timer, which stands for divine guidance surrounds you now. So, welcome, y'all. But welcome for God. Ashe. I told you. You can do it. I had an interesting inner vision dream state as well, where it was like this antique house. There was so many different antique products in there, so many from different parts of the world. It was the only part I can tell you about right now was that I picked up, it was like an ancient pair of drawers with Maya Angelou and her parents on there. I'm like, okay, so we'll see where that goes to. Because there's a lot of, see, it's important that if you have or know of information that you are someone who knows you're supposed to be speaking about what it is that you know, it's time for your ass to get to work. Okay? It's time for your ass to get to work. All jokes aside, it's time for your ass to get to work. All right? So, that's Florida water too. But right now, thank you, Lord Shiva, for this moment that you are willing to relay this message, beloved. Shay. Along with that, again, the Apprentice came out reverse. We also have the Trickster, Hero, Mentor, and Maverick. Because as you all know, when it comes to, long story short, when it comes to CERN, they are wanting to create a new Genesis. But you must have a God particle to do that. You know, you must have a God particle to do that. And if you are someone who's conscious of the subconscious, you already know that a lot of these systems handle things on a surface level, which keeps people asleep, right? And a lot of those who have the God particle are constantly being put under the knife for a specific reason. So many things can be healed naturally. So many, not all of it. And you know what's the first thing when it comes to healing naturally is based on what it is that you put into your body. See, they'll advertise so many different things that entice you, that would intrigue you to go after it because of the smell of it and this, that, or whatever. But you are eating the trauma of whatever flesh it is that you are eating, then wonder why you out here bugging the fuck out or have these fluctuations in your emotions. You know what I mean? So if you play their game, you got to play by their rules. Plain and simple. So, Lord Shiva, what is your message here? I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe, creator of all. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors that guide and protect me, and those that are in connection to Lord Shiva at this moment to even be those additional emissaries to provide this message. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me, Lord Shiva. You're welcome. For you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see in connection always to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So let's see what the message is. As far as synchronicities today, 11:33, 11:44, which had something also to do with 12:22, 11:55, 12:55, and I say 11:44 having to do with something of 11:22, 12:22, 11:22 also for some, because it just popped up into my mind as I was sitting here vibing, and I looked over this way. A bird showed up at 11:44 as I was thinking of 12:22. We have here Lord Shiva wanted to. This is galactic signature red earth. So for you gods and goddesses, okay, you are connected to the red earth, the root, the core of the earth flows through you. And as these inorganic entities or beings who want to control for their own well being, as they continue to do what you do, you are remembering. But you also have the free will to say, no, I don't want to step into this zone of life. Others of you are like, let's do this, let's go. Welcome. The red earth, solar seal, red earth comes with the power of navigation, do the action of evolving, with the essence of synchronicity. The planet is Uranus, and the chakra is the heart. So it's almost like the moment you receive this electrical pulse from source, Lord Shiva is saying here, the moment you receive this electrical impulse from source, it is time for you to follow what it is that your heart is saying and align it with your mind. This is the age of Aquarius, and it is required for you to have both the mind and heart in alignment. You're no longer in the age of Pisces. And if you continue to move the way that you moved in the age of Pisces, these inorganic entities will have power over you for ages to come. This is the moment to break each and every generational curse that your bloodline has experienced. Forget about who doesn't want to get on this path. You do what you must do and what you are becoming more aware of. because you are awakening into something more. You are a maverick here. Okay. Mentorship will also be a part of a vital part of your life. Okay. And it says here, I am a respectful apprentice, but it came out in reverse because it means you are more than prepared now. The apprentice stage when it comes to spirituality are those who must go to church. But that shit is done and over with because that in that facility or in that system, things are not being taught the way they're supposed to be taught. If anything, it is all designed to keep people asleep. Okay? Now, you can get up out of here. What up, M3? You are the hero to move forward. You're called to move forward. And laugh out loud in moments that you're supposed to because they're not going to trick you. You know who you are. When you know who you are, you can't be tricked. If you want to remain asleep, then you can play that game continuously. Ashe. Look at this. We got AWAS at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, which is the rune of defensive forces, the strength to ward off, repel, blockades, and defeat. But patience is key. Lord Shiva is enhancing the mysteries of death because that's what CERN is all about, is to find out the mysteries of the world, to the mysteries of the universe and how it is created. Remember what I was telling y'all before? A lot of y'all got information in y'all DNA that has yet to be written about. And it's not going to be something that's written about because it's something that has to be taken form in the form of action. Okay? To evolve here. That's the action, is evolving. Evolving not through the words, because words, that's something also created by man. What else, Lord Shiva? What other message you have here? What other message you have here? We're going to look at Gematria 7. Look at that. It was just 1222. 1710. Let me look at 1710. See what's up. Tell us here, Lord Shiva. Truth God of all the world. 2 prophecies fulfilled. Vincent Van Gogh, New York Mets, which came up yesterday with MetLife, which is in Queens. And this is also where they filmed Coming to America. So a lot of you have literally given up your crown. But it's time for you to reclaim your empire, reclaim your kingdom first, and then your empire. Kings and queens, kingdoms, emperors and empresses, empires. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Lord Shiva is saying with this 1710 that the Holy Spirit is not interested in their fuckery, those who want to play around, because they have a statue of Lord Shiva where they're located. And it's 1710 also speaks of victory for the lion. It is now 144. Project Avalon, and Project Avalon in the Starseed Oracle, that card says you have done this before. Let me get it. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, but it mentions Avalon. Yeah. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon, exists within you. Come on now. Welcome, y'all. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, in order for you to have a God particle, you must have a soul. And if you have a soul, you are a God or a goddess automatically, but you must reclaim that power and connect to it. So, yes, the first thing is what you put into your gut. You're not going to play around no more. You're not going to play around no more. Ain't nothing to be afraid of, but it's definitely something to get to work on. For real. Because I noticed the difference when, I'm eating certain things. It's like the angel, the spiritual warrior angel in me, when I'm eating what others eat to connect with other people, it's fine for a moment. But when something occurs that doesn't sit right with my soul, ooh, that rage is like no other. When I'm eating legumes and nuts and things like that, drinking my teas, having my waters, having my fruits, when those situations come around again, I can tame it, whether or not, not whether or not, whether, either way. But it's to a it's to a much controlled state when I'm eating food provisions, things that are from the earth. Okay. So Lost Lands is here. Avalon's energy. Now, I need some more on this here. Good Lord Shiva. 1136, and I remember that the year 1776 and the Burmese candle. Burmese, again with this Burmese candle, I said that last time, with the Burmese calendar, 1776 was actually 1138. So that's another thing. The year that we're in is not the actual year that we're in. The fuckery. Okay. All right. So what year are we in? What year are we in? These came out. What's this? 4421. Are you shitting me? We in year 4421. Is this what we doing here? And these two cards speak of returning home and homeward traveler. Let me see what's under this. 39, the gift, the year of the gift. We are in the year of the gift. Exactly which number the year of the gift is, but we are in the year of the gift of traveling back home, returning home. Okay, let me see here. 1710, going back to 1710, based off of Red Earth and Awaz here. Also speaks of the rapture, God's wife. Written patterns, symbolism is huge right now, so pay attention to the symbols that are coming across. 33744, okay? 3744, 35%. Pace is wanted in NYC. The Trident water bearer. Vijay, that's one of the goddess, Vijay Yogini. And she, what is she saying here? Come through, Lord Shiva, with these messages, because I see you. Because I'm not even pulling these cards out, but Lord Shiva's doing the reading nonetheless. Hmm. Let's see. Vajrayogini, what's your message, beloved? It says Vijay, but this is what I got from it. Vajrayogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Okay, because it is a spiritual warfare. We're not gonna sit here and fight this warfare the way they're gonna do it, with bloodshed and all this other fuckery. Everything is material for my liberation. All right, so let me read up on her a little bit more. The way I rose up this rising, where's the hook clip? I knew something was up. I was like, and are we doing a Lord Shiva reading today? And I kid you not, when I saw that card come out, I said, you know what? People can say whatever they want to say about divination. You say whatever you want to say, but watch what you're saying and who you talking about on God. 117, it's on page 117, which has also been coming up, and that's also 1017 here. So here's the message. What's the message, beloved? Talk to us. What must we know at this time? Vajrayogini is the power we all possess to transform mundane experiences into higher spiritual paths. Vajrayogini is considered the supreme deity of the Tantric pantheon, which is connected to Scorpio, 8th house. So, wherever you have 8th house Scorpio, you better be utilizing that energy, okay? So, it says she is both a Dakini tantric priestess and a female Buddha. According to scholar Miranda Shaw, no other male Buddha, including her divine consort, approaches her metaphysical or practical import. She is the essence of all Buddhas, and to meditate on her brings immediate blessings to the practitioner. Her red body, here goes the red earth energy, okay, which is physical. Earth is an actual being, okay? Says she is the essence of all Buddhas and to meditate, blah, blah, blah. Her red body symbolizes her inner fire, and the flames that surround her represent her exalted wisdom. Her third eye reflects her ability to see through to the reality of all things in the past, present, and future. Crows. She carries the Dakini's curved knife, like Kali, which cuts through all obstacles and illusions, and she holds a bowl of blood, like Sekhmet, which represents the bliss that awaits us when we release the ego's attachment to who we are. Vajrayogini is a central figure in Vajrayogini Buddhism and Tantric initiations. She's considered a meditation deity and comes to a practitioner during a visualization of her form. This is her. Okay. She helps liberate us from ordinary conceptions and ordinary appearances so that we can see through to the truth of what exists all around us. She is easier to reach during dark times in our lives. Even if we feel far from spiritual, she still wants to liberate us. When your soul selects her card, no matter what has happened recently or in the past, Vajrayogini reminds us that we possess the fierce wisdom that transmutes any pain or suffering into deep lessons that free us and bring us more joy. She is the call to wake up if we've fallen into the old myth that something or someone outside of us is going to save us. What we just finished talking about with these establishments and these churches, what's the first thing they tell you? Your Savior is outside of you. Come on now. And then these same people want to judge you if you're into your spiritual path or do divination. Watch yourself. Watch your thoughts. Mind your heart. Watch those words that come out of your mouth about anyone who is on a spiritual path in connection to the Most High. Because a lot of these religions like to call this shit the demon's work. No, you're actually fulfilling the work of the demon perfectly too. Because you're being ignorant and arrogant. Because each card that's in that tarot deck is a representation of that same Bible y'all using. Ignorance is not bliss and it'll whip your ass quick. Because it says it in there too. People can say whatever they want to say about the Bible also, but that is a book that you can use to decode whatever it is that's going on, because there's different warriors for different realms and for different reasons. T-Minus comes from all of them, which is why I can overstand and communicate with people who are willing to evolve. Okay? But if you want to shut shit out, step away from me. The quicker you do that, the safer you'll be, possibly. Because in all actuality, when I let you go, it's so you can hang yourself. Let me continue. I'm telling you, Lord Shiva ain't playing with this message. Straight up. She's the call to wake up if we've fallen into the old myth that something or someone outside of us is going to save us. She's here to make it loud and clear that what is within us will save us. We can take this moment right here, right now, to turn everything sacred. Her energy is sharp, intense, and uncompromising. She will not let you remain in an illusion or a disempowering story about who you really are. She wants you to sever all the ties to your ego's relationship to a person or to an event in your life without denying the difficulties. And see it again with the third eye, with the wisdom that can perceive the deeper spiritual path beneath the human drama. This red female Buddha is the power we all have in every moment to take a seemingly everyday event or annoyance or unfortunate occurrence and use it for our own enlightenment. She reminds us that everything is rich material for us to use to elevate our reality as an embodied soul. Soul voice meditation. Can I see the lessons in the chaos? The intention of this soul voice meditation. Can I see the lesson in the chaos? The intention, I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. So you can liberate yourself from this ego way of living life and step back to the reality of the spiritual. The age of the gift, returning home, homeward traveler. Beloved, thank you. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Source did not come to play today. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let's see what else. Let me look at the lexicon numbers here for this. My nose been itching all day, so I know there's a spiritual warrior, God, goddess, deity surrounding me, heavy right now. I look for here because I'm typing 1710. I know that's not what I put here. I definitely put 7. Yeah, I put 1017. 1017 would be Four of Swords, Jupiter in Libra. Let me see what 1017 talking about. 1017, House of God, ninth house. Okay, okay, and 1710 into that. Fish. 1710 is fish. Be mindful of, some of you who are transitioning from no meats and then decide you want fish. Be very careful with that because something's going on with the water too. If they're doing all of this to create a new Genesis, what extremes do you think they're gonna go to make this a reality that they can't even do? My primordial soul right now, the fact that Maya Angelou came through and she mentions the power of words, because the power of life and death are in the power of the tongue. Let's keep going. However, that is also something that has been brought to the consciousness of humanity at a certain moment. There weren't always words. Of course, you're not going to find much written about that either. And if there is, the shit is hidden. But some of you, again, like I said, you have these codes in your DNA already. (1710) also speaks of sea view, as in seas, oceans, waters, view. 788. 788. 788. I just 888. 788. A man in God, a man of Baal, fire of Bel. I will make a path. Second son of Benjamin. Tribe of Benjamin is the celestial wolf, which is the ninth house energy, which is connected to the West Indies. And then, oh shit, there's a lot of my people from the West Indies that are asleep. And I can speak from experience coming from the culture of Dominican Republic. Okay. People see me even when I would go over there. You don't look Dominican. Don't let me slap the fire out you. Shit is yo. And then that separation between Haiti and DR, I'm not even gonna go there. That shit don't make absolutely no fucking sense to me. And the fact that there's two different independent states, I was like, yeah, something wrong with y'all. Something really wrong with y'all. For real, for real. And I know that's part of the reason why sources like, you're not running for no DR team. I don't care if you got your uniform. I'm gonna cut this shit short. You ain't doing that. (1710) speaks of world extinction, their world. 1710, wisdom from the spirit. 1710, no weapon shall prosper. 1710, love never ending. 1710, a goddess Vera Pajik. Who's Vera Pajik? It's not giving me what I'm looking for. Let me move on. right, let's see what other messages here. Oh, Isaiah 33:3. 3:3. As we were just speaking of words, the enemy runs at the sound of your voice. When you stand up, the nation flees. The nations flee. Life and death are in the power of the tongue, at least in the way the frequency is set up right now. You know what I'm saying? The way the frequency is set up right now, words are extremely powerful. So this is like an example of using the tools wisely. Let me see what else the Hidden Worlds has to say in connection to Lord Shiva. Hold on, I don't like what this. Let's see. As I'm organizing this, I heard Smooth Criminal, MJ. I got a whole Mafia Plus leg too. I know that shit for a fact. Lord Shiva. What's the message here? Mountain Goddess. Number 28. High vibration, mindfulness, power of the mind. Again, back to Age of Aquarius, Uranus energy. And the Solar Seal 17, that's the star card. All right. And then we have here Skyfire, 1128, again with the mountain, messages, channels, information. Then we have 22, insight, magical tools, writing, star crafting. This is also similar to the apprentices. Like I said, some of you are beyond ready to take it up a notch, few notches, infinite notches here. Okay. Again, with the mountain here, there's a portal for some of you in a mountain, or you live by the mountains, get by the mountains. There's a portal getting by the water also. Let's see what this is talking about. Let me grab these. Intuit Oracle. Okay, look at the number first. All right, let's do that. Continue to speak, Shiva. I hear you. Let's see. Son of the Most High has considered. Jah has regarded. Jah has regarded. Let me see something. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. What have you foreseen? What have you foreseen? What is the message here? Well, it's stepping into the 11th house, the house of the water bearer. Something about Neptune, though. Neptune will be in Pisces up until 2025. Neptune in Pisces history. Neptune in Pisces in 376. In 376, the migration period began that ended the Roman Empire and was started of the early Middle Ages. Neptune in Pisces, 1848. Neptune in Pisces, 1684. Neptune in Pisces, 1521. See. And it said House of God, and the other number was the fish, which is Pisces energy. All right. 1848, 1684. That 48, 84, 84, 48, 1521. Hold on, y'all. Neptune in Pisces, 376, 702, 866, 1029, 1193, 1357. This is Gregorian calendar face ass. Let me see. Neptune in Pisces, 1848. Something about 1488, though. Neptune in Pisces, 1848. It was the year of the revolts and the Communist Manifesto, the beginning of communism. Writers were Frederick Engels and Karl Marx. All over Europe, things change in a dramatic way, and that's where CERN is too, Geneva. Constitutions were altered, and this is what happened in 1848. Then there is 1684, the year of the Holy League. Members were Poland, the Holy Roman Empire, Venice. Hold up. Let me see which. This is for a specific group. Let me see. $14.14 right now. I'm just looking at planetary geomancy when it comes to galactic signatures. And I'm looking for these countries that's being stated. Like I thought. The fucking ignorance is about to, yo. Because none of those countries that I'm talking about right now, as far as the net, that's why I said something about Neptune. Oh man. This is why I say people being enslaved was by choice. This is exactly what I mean by that, because none of those countries are part of that galactic signature, and the regions connected to the different family and clans of the galactic signatures, which would have the God particle. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. I just felt like Lord, she was like, yeah, go ahead and play. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna show you first before I even say anything. This shit is not even a game, yo. Excuse my emotion. This is a message from Lord Shiva. Okay. This is Gematria 2811. Okay. What they say? CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, will go wrong. That's what they say, right? Okay. 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 All right. It's like all of the gods and goddesses that you hear in every single myth, they're coming together because they're like, why y'all out here playing? Like, enough is enough. Yeah, yeah. We gave you, we said, okay, we can let you play. You must put the information out there, aka movies, for people to wake up. But don't go too far. Don't get beside yourself. Don't get beside yourself. But they sure enough did. We are completely within God. 2811. All witches are possessed by the spirit of Lilith. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You have the worth of Lilith energy within you. You know yourself. You know what you can do, and you know what you won't do. And you got control over yourself. Says Shiva is saying here, my only concern is with oppression. The true God is love, creation, and free will. 2019 and point 5. To make it divisible by 5. That's some shit. What have you foreseen here? Children of the sun is what I heard, first and foremost. It's time to play. Hot air balloons, it's time to play. Delight in the simple things. Continue to learn. Continue to learn so you remember. Especially if you are a fixed sign, Taurus, Libra, Leo. It's not a fixed sign, but that came through. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. If you are a Leo, there's someone who is a Libra that is quite important to what this message is saying to you as well in terms of you advancing. Then we got hot air balloon, which speaks of freedom, rise above, new perspective, defying gravity, ascension. And then we got the gavel. There goes that Libra energy, but this is the 4 of Sagittarius. Decisions made, pay attention. Okay? An important decision must be made. What have you foreseen about the child here? And I feel like foreseen about the child, that will be Earth. Earth. Daughter Earth. What about the child? What about the child? Eclipse. Union of opposites. Let me see here. Which also talks about sudden darkness. There's that. It's 2:20 right now. it would be the next one, October 25th. Solar eclipse. Let me look at the chart. I'm here. A lovely day. Now listen. Is this why we're sensing this right now then? Because it is going to be in Scorpio. We are approaching the moon in Scorpio as well, which will be the 8th and the 9th, which is after the Sirius gate, because the Sirius gate is between the 3rd and the 8th. So the 9th, 9 is connected to endings, and the 9th is on a Saturn day according to the Gregorian calendar. If we're going to play that game, we're going to use their tools and reverse that shit. Show me here the child experiencing sudden darkness, a revelation, loss of power, merge, transform. Again with the mountains here. So the mountains are extremely significant. Then we have an old car. She's tired. She's exhausted. Old habits are going to die hard. Yeah, I'm with that shit. I'm with the ending of that. Let me see what the mountains are talking about. The opposite of Pisces is Virgo, which speaks of habits. Now, you remember that Washington Monument now is pointed directly to the constellation of Virgo, Speaker. $555 feet above ground, 111 feet underground, 666. Venus number. It's not the values of Mama Universe that are being established. Heard that bird. What time is that? 223. The mountains is connected to Shay 560, 756. 126. 126, we're looking at 5 of Swords. Venus in Aquarius, exactly. And then we have Pharaoh, Amun Ra, showing up for the Gematria of Mountains. May 5th, 5-5. Chris Brown is highly significant. His music. Then it says uranium here. Give me a second. Don't tell me that's connected to Pisces now. It's Aquarius. Uranium is Aquarius. Okay. February 8th, but it's showing me Aries Pisces. Aries Pisces, that would be 10 of Cups, Mars and Pisces. There will be harmony. There be the exact synergy that is supposed to be here to co-create with the universe. The power given to all, not just some. 28 is out here twice as well, and that's the mountain goddess. Then we have 17 coming out once again. So there has been a lot that was communicated through the age of Pisces, and it won't be safe to be ignorant about the information that has been received about what you're supposed to do moving forward. When it comes to the baggage of unresolved issues, heavy burdens, it is time now to use your spiritual insight and mental force to make wise judgment. The Sapphire. Mountain Goddess. 28. Within you, there are many powers, many senses, all the ways in which your physicality reads the world. But within you, too, are subtle energies like a lizard and one of these is the immense power of your mind. The mountain goddess calls you to raise your vibration. Some of you got to lay off ketchup. Random. Shit fucks with your skin anyway. But within you, too, are subtle energies, and one of these is the immense power of your mind. The mountain goddess calls you to raise your vibration through tending the thoughts within, not to censor or condemn, but to raise yourself up so you can be closer to the heavenly experience that is available to you when upon this earth. You can tend the thoughts within you, just as she tends to the mountain, and you can reach divinity through the care you take with the company you keep inside your own mind. Mountains take us higher. We can climb them. We are sustained and protected by them, and they give us the opportunity to look out clearly and gain greater perspective and wisdom, because we are no longer amidst the minute of everyday life. It is now time for you to take your mind to this place of the mountains, to fly free. Give yourself the relief your mind requires in order to be your great ally. Soaring minds are capable of great things. If you ask, this mountain goddess can intercede with great spirit on your behalf and allow you the clarity, the perspective, the soaring freedom, and the powerful healing this mountain offers. Tune into this space. See yourself here within her tender hands. Let the things, something about tender for some of you as well. You out here playing games when you should be focused on your mission. Take yourself to this mountain and feel its protection, its stabilizing energy, and the respite from a mind with the worry that robs you of your true power. Let her care for you just for a while. And when you return, there will be answers where once there were questions, solutions where once there were problems, and compassion where once there was enmity. Illumination. A higher perspective brings healing. My mind can become as strong as a mountain. Message from Lord Shiva. Unresolved issues, get prepared. You've been holding it together for too long, but what you're holding together when it comes to unresolved issues and creating delusions in your life from belief systems that do not serve your highest purpose. Highest purpose and means of the alignment and activation of all 7 chakras within you so that you can connect to those chakras beyond that. Your next phase awaits you. You have divine favor and you're being revered by the Most High here, because you are doing the same towards the Most High. The only way. Giving is receiving, giving and receiving. So 2828 is also a message here for us. Let's see what's up. Thank you, Lord Shiva, already. You know the vibes. 2828. Before I read that, it says here, the Lord of the cosmic dance and the rhythm of birth, death, and rebirth. The essence of life is never really destroyed. Like energy, it is eternally transformed, transmuted, and is represented in the dance of Shiva. To some, Shiva means the auspicious or favorable one. Shiva is the limitless and transcendent deity with volumes of connotation. To embody the archetype of Shiva is to experience the death of the idea of death itself. Death must die, with the realization of our spiritual self, who is divine and eternal. Survival in physical life exists only by devouring other forms of life. This devoured life transmutes into that which the physical body needs to survive. Ultimately, the physical body expires and transmutes into that which allows for other life to perpetuate. Shiva's dance reminds us that the life cycle of creation begets destruction, birthing creation and cycling over and over again. What I just got from that too, in terms of the concept of death and what has been preconceived as such and having to literally be released and removed, it may not be you that come back as the person that you're looking at in the mirror, but you should remember you if you decided to come back. You know what I mean? But all these things that have been established has literally stripped the consciousness away from the subconscious to remember or connect to the soul's memory. 2828 is saying here, let's see. This shit says Antichrist comes July 17th. That's your ass. You won't prevail this time unless people allow you to, because they don't know themselves. Rapture uses dual holy power. Constructor of New Jerusalem. The spirit of David is the spirit of all Virgos. However, you are yourself. It's another thing. This information about these deities and these gods and goddesses are here, but you are the new deities and the new goddesses, or reawakening of who you've always been but has yet to be spoken of. The awakening of the people of the earth to the real truth. 2828. That's what this is saying right here. It's like the entire planet itself is going through the dark night of the soul. And that's going to be a whole different type of vibe. That's that point where no one has a choice but to wake your ass up. That feels like the deadline, which would be 11 days from now, and it's 2, 3, 4, according to the Gregorian calendar. And that's also for these fuck faces to stay here and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. Go sit down somewhere, or go where you're supposed to, where you came from, so we can have peace on this planet. You see, 2828 also says, keep further corrupting yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Twenty-eight. You have my word, 28. Let me see what 28 is. 20 weight. Shit, if you got 20 weight to use that shit too. 20 weight. Connected to 1029, 432. Okay, which is now reminding me of Aldebaran, which is connected to the Silver Gate where souls descend, which already happened. The Vatican Code will be destroyed. Abaddon, the destroyer, and Shiva is a destroyer too. child molester's mouthpiece, and it's making me think. And then the next thing is silver lining. It's making me think of what they would use on women who were able to speak tongues and destroy you. Now they're about to be given this mouthpiece that literally doesn't allow them to do shit. Fucking idiot. It just cuts you up even more. To some of us in the past life, your turn. Lyra constellation, Ashe. What about the Lyra constellation? Let me see what's up. Talk to me, home. Talk to me, home. 1029, 1290, 215. Again with the Vatican code. Hey. Tranquility. Damage reversal. Punctious Pilate. You could have just told the people they didn't have to crucify him the way your story goes anyway. But you let the people decide. And people don't have no sense. Saturn opposition, Lyran constellation, Gematria Valley is talking about the eye of Neptune, the eye of the storm, the eye of the flood storm. It's the eye of the flood storm. Eye of the flood storm. 1059, 1356, 226, which will be connected to Saturn in Pisces. Eye of the storm, Saturn in Pisces, the Eight of Cups, walking away from things that no longer serve you. Another message I'm getting here as far as deadline, because it's showing me 1008, February 1st, right before Pluto goes into Aquarius, March 23rd. We have Lord of the Heavens here. It's happening upstairs. Love is Aries. Love is in the I am. Police brutality comes up with numbers 1128, which is what we have here. As they all being destroyed too. They ain't supposed to fucking be here like that. That shouldn't even be a thing. But see, people don't know how to control themselves, and therefore needing something. This is what I'm saying. The age of the apprentice is done and over with. That's what I'm getting from that. Because if you're still an apprentice, that means you still need someone to guide you, and all the guidance that you are looking for is already within you. You just have to sit down for a second, or sit down for a couple hours. Sit down, because time is in. Just sit down with yourself. Sit down with yourself and meditate. 108 right now. All the answers are within you. All the answers are within you. All right, y'all, let's get some more messages before this gematria list low-key piss me off. All right. Let's see what else we got. Rhythmic. Some of you are a red rhythmic earth. It's 176. You have the power to organize, but you must be balanced. It's like your Isis energy, connected to Isis energy, judgment, which comes from your mind's eye, not your two eyes. Overtone. What is today? What is today galactic signature? You got to be a cosmic being for the way I'll be delivering these messages, because May not make sense. It ain't supposed to, because this is coming from the intuition connected to source. So, hey, red planetary moon day. I perfect in order to purify, producing flow. I seal the process of universal water, okay, with the planetary tone of manifestation. And we have here, I am guided by the power of navigation. Wow, red earth energy too. Yes, indeed. Some of you are red planetary moon and the red earth energy. It is your guiding power. Okay. Yep. Like, it's not even a game how real that is. The time to wake up and know that. So, yes, in order to enjoy all of this joy and light that's upon us as well. Because in the midst of the chaos is going to come great change, and there's going to be greater access to the law of attraction, because now you're connected to mentalism, vibration, and all the other laws that are before the law of attraction. And it's wild because before coming live, one of the movies that popped up was The Secret, and they only talk about the law of attraction, which is after all the other ones. But this one speaks of fruits of one's labor, finding or aligning with self. There it goes, harmony between the ego and the higher self, strengthening the link and bond between the ego and the higher self, better yet said, the physical and the spiritual. Okay, in order to master the law of attraction. Then we have the moon tone resonant, the power to channel and inspire it. What I tell you, again, Lord Shiva is saying here, do not be among those who give pledges. Be among those who become the guarantor for debts. Once you align with their spirit, you'll be able to realize where the actual wealth is. And here we go, Aldebaran. They're all coming out right now. It's connected to the constellation of Taurus. There goes 12-4 now. 12-2 to 12-4 is also when the royal star Aldebaran is active. And it's the clearing of the mind and thoughts, but you have to write these things on paper. You have to use the frequency and the magic that's connected between the mind, the thoughts, and you putting those thoughts on paper. It's real simple. You know? Word. Ashe. The bull's eye. Aldebaran is also connected to Raphael. Deeper wisdom, higher truth. And again, the silver gate where souls descend to earth. Blue eagles, and there goes 133. So these cards right now is confirming everything we just said. Because we started with pulling this energy in, gratitude, blessings. Thank you, Lord Shiva. And now they're coming out. Color and name of the solar seal 15 is the blue eagle, the power of vision. But you must take the action and create. Use the essence of your mind. Again, get those thoughts out on paper with the planet Jupiter as basically your co-creator, emissary to connect to the Most High. Jupiter is downloading to you a lot of ideas, a lot of visions into your crown, and we're in the age of the crown. We're at the very beginning of the universal law. The universe is mental. Divine guidance around you now. Lean towards your heart being as light as a feather. Where your mind goes, your frequency evolves, because through all of this chaos, a lot of you are literally aligning with your spiritual connection. There's an emperor here that is evolving into the God that they have been designed to be, because they're realizing how old they are. They're eons year old, which is billions of years. They're also a healer, could be born November 22nd, life path 11 or 22, which makes them a visionary or a master builder. which comes with magnetism, harmony, and love. And peace comes through self-realization. Ashe, Lord Shiva. Ashe. So I'm going to leave that message there. I will be back with a different message. We'll do a tarot spread there. And if Shiva decides to come through here once more, you already know the vibes. Appreciate y'all. 246, leveling up, leveling on up. Also level up in health as well. Love you.